On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. Way up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. Keep the same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70. Your drip is just a water spring. You know I drip different, this is 7 seas. I deal with life different, make that lemon squeeze. Ran off for my style and identity. Better bounce back and get the cheddar cheese. I guess that's why they envy me. On track, now we gon' way up. W's as easy as a layup. Working late, stay up. Counting all the way up. Counting blessings, yeah, you know we pray up. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. On track, now we gon' way up. Now we gon' way up. Now we going. I got his band like I'm Barry Bonds. Running through the money, but the money's long. I don't love it, but I need it, keep it coming on. Only friendly, me and friends, we don't get along.
Yo, what is up? It's Wednesday. It's Board TV. We got Justin, we got Phil. We keep it super boring every single Wednesday, but I'll be honest with you. This show is going to be far from boring. Though I do love the mindset of staying bored. There is a lot to freaking talk about in the Yuga Labs ecosystem, just that alone. And we got two amazing special guests that are going to come through and talk to us about, Vaughn, first off with Vonga and basically amazing clothing brand that he's freaking going full time in. We're going to talk NBA. We're going to talk about his journey within Web3. And then on top of it, I mean, we might as well bring in the GOAT, Mr. PM, the community manager of Otherside, to bust his balls on all things Project Dragon. Justin, how the heck are you, my friend?
As every week, I feel like my brain is going to explode. There's a crap ton of things to go over. I don't even know where to begin, so why don't we just jump into it?
I think that's actually a great plan because it's like if we start to line them up or quantify, we probably will just continue doing that like the entire evening. So definitely exciting. Definitely way more information than we've gotten recently. And we're all about it. So the first thing we're going to talk about is hopefully I'm going to pull up our little overview of the week because we changed what our weekly update will be. We've been doing an infographic for a minute and it just felt like it needed a refresh. So, I mean, why not give it a little refresh? And shout out to freaking Garga. Thanks for the quote tweet, homie. Man, means a lot to get the old quote tweet from the old man himself, Garga. He liked the. I'm glad he didn't say it sucked ass. You know, that would have been super embarrassing if I put in some time to change it, and then he's just like, "This is terrible. Go back to what you guys were doing before." So he didn't do that. So if you look at this, and again, you can check this out on our X account. It's just a bunch of pictures because, to be honest with you, most people the visuals are gonna hit. Now this week made it. Thank you, Yuga. You made my life pretty easy, if we're being honest. Because there's a lot of really cool visuals that we could drop in here. But basically, you've got the visuals here, and then we tagged a bunch of people. And then what I did is I just tried to categorize for everyone where they'd want to go next to get some more information on each of those pictures. So obviously you have Chris Wall, shout out to the homie, amazing artist for Pixel Vault. If you haven't yet, you can get this for yourself. You can print it out at home. High quality art. Love that. So you can dig in there. Down here, obviously, more information. The first information we got from Project Dragon. This is what we're going to talk about first, is this proud partner with Pixel Vault to bring skill-based wagering to the Otherside meta, which is super dope. Obviously, we love the freaking art. You got to show off the Ape Fest posters. They always freaking slap on those. You've got Testnet, Curtis. I mean, Jesus, Apechain. We got freaking Meebit. Amazing pictures of,
so
Metropolis. You got freaking, don't forget about freaking 10K TF off the top rope. We got FKT, looks like a racing game starting this fall with a series. I mean, forgot, Made by Apes 2.0 coming soon. Stay freaking bored. So, I mean, I guess I'll throw it to you, Justin. Of all those things, I guess I know where you're going to go. If you couldn't pick Project Dragon, what would be your next, like, holy shit, this is super cool? Obviously, it's all cool, but what would be your number 2?
Ooh. I'm not going to lie. If we pick out Project Dragon, and we have to go between, oh man, my top contenders would be like Apechain, and then maybe it's hard. It's hard. There's so many good things coming. I'm personally excited for seeing the new Made by Apes licenses dropping, but I think what's more impactful is probably Apechain in the entirety, just because we're going to see a lot. We saw the Reboot announcement, earlier. More games coming to Apechain, stuff like that. So I would say like probably Apechain with the most impact. Yeah,
I would agree. I think, but again, it's like Jesus, like just pick one. You can't be wrong. And they're all like just amazing things, amazing initiatives. And again, it's just like crazy to think that we got all this all in 1 week. So the first thing I do want to talk about, because there's a shit ton to talk about, is this partnership with Pixel Vault to bring skill-based wagering to Otherside Meta and other future products via Reboot. Man, I'm gonna be honest with you. Here's how I took this information. I saw it and I about fell out of a chair. Because I was like, whoa, did not see that coming, right? Like I had no clue that this was on its way at all. Second thought, I'm just being transparent here. And I posted this as well. I thought, damn, man, Pixel Vault, I haven't really loved how they've moved a whole lot in the space, but all right. Because the thing is, I give people second chances. I know it's wild. It's kind of crazy in the space. And they've done some cool stuff. I'll be honest, I don't know about what they've been doing. That's the reality. So I read a post from G Funk. I think G Funk, G Money. I don't know, G Funk, right?
It was G Funk, yeah.
Yeah. And I wrote on that. I appreciated his thread, because to me, him just coming out and explaining it a little bit more detail for those of us, aka me. We just lost Justin to the other side for a second. He was dropping into Metropolis.
We're back.
For me, the people like my idiot self that had been away from Pixel Vault for a long time, it made a lot more sense when he kind of like described the relationship that's always been there, right? They had this collaboration. If you think way back when, the neon freaking track jumpsuits, like I got that MF in my closet. I have worn it. Some people may not have. I've worn that son of a gun. So go way back then, that was an awesome partnership. It was a vibe. I've got the freaking Curtis shoes. All that is dope. But it wasn't like they were enemies after that, right? They still respect each other, knew each other, talked to each other. And then starting basically, it sounds like when Garga took back CEO, they came up with this partnership, which, man, what is better than some degenerate, really like wagering on these skill-based games that'll be in Otherside, including freaking Pixel Vault's Battle. What the hell is that thing called?
It's Play Battle Plan. Yeah, I think I played that like a couple weeks ago in the Arbitrum arcade. I did like it. It was a pretty polished game, so that's nice to see. But outside of that, that's the only like that's my first touch on like Pixel Vault. So
right.
I like infrastructure always. So just to see that they're expanding the capabilities and of bringing, I guess, skill-based wagering to Otherside, that's pretty exciting. I don't know what necessarily that form is going to be in. I would imagine. I don't even know what it would be. What do you think it's like? Fight me another side, and I'll wager an NFT, and you can wager an NFT, and whoever wins gets it, or is it like ApeCoin or Apechain? I don't know.
That could be very frisky. If we start burning NFTs, it'd be interesting to see what people put up.
Bet me your ape, Phil.
Oh, bro,
1v1
I am out. I'm so out. I'm out. But I love the idea of just, again, gamifying the experience, wagering for some of these skill-based things. I actually think that's like, I think it's really, really cool. And so for those of us, aka I guess maybe just me, that hadn't really I had not played their Play Battle Plan. But let's go ahead and watch. They just posted a little video today, actually, as they were just reminding people, hey, this is what we got coming to freaking Apechain. So let's go ahead and take a listen and a watch. I mean, it looks freaking cool. Looks fun. Looks interesting. And I love that at the end on Apechain. Let's
That's good
freaking
too.
go. That is like the best
I
part.
liked the game when I played it in Arbitrum Arcade. It's kind of like an AFK battler where you just each progression of levels you're just fighting more. You're just fighting more and more. And I think they had I remember seeing in a couple group chats that you could bet on your team. So I mean, how's it going to be another side? Are you going to bet on specific factions on winning? I don't know. Is it going to be like a giant pool? I don't know. Very
Bro,
exciting though.
it's super exciting because to me, it's like it could go so many different ways. It's kind of endless of the possibilities, which is dope. And so again, I think about, and we'll dive into this a lot more towards the end of this, hour today, is Project Dragon. Imagine the gamified wagering on, I mean, literally Project Dragon-esque games that we're going to experience over the next 12 months. That's pretty fun. Like, even for I would not consider myself a gamer. I enjoy games. I, at one point, was a decent Call of Duty player. It's been a freaking minute, but I enjoy games. If we can make it a little gamified, bringing in the Pixel Vault team, to me, that's just a freaking home run. So, Justin, we are going to bring in our first of two amazing and extraordinary guests today because, I mean, why only bring one guest on when you can bring two? This is something that we're going to absolutely do more of on Board TV because, in our opinion, it is extremely powerful and impactful for us and for everybody that watches and for the people that we're bringing on, that we make those connections with the community, because these are people that are doing amazing things, that have been here for a minute and are building out things, are part of teams, are having their own business like Vaughn is. And so without further ado, let's welcome on to Board TV for the first time ever, Mr. VonFrontin. How are you today, good sir?
Doing well. Kind of stoked about Project Dragon myself here. As a proud member of Team Aquamarine.
Oh,
looking
God.
forward to
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
I'm getting kicked off stage now, aren't I? I'm so getting kicked off stage now.
I thought about it, but I held the button. No, I'm also extremely excited, not because, I mean, Team Orange, of course, but I will not have much to say about that. Probably I'll be honest. I'm sort of, I would say like I'm kind of kamikaze style. I run in and just throw a grenade and then like, hopefully I catch somebody in the fray. Like that's the way I play. And that's what I did in Call of Duty. And I got like, okay at it. I was never a sniper at long range. That was not my style. I want to be in the action. But man, Vaughn, I appreciate you coming through. Obviously, you've had an exciting couple of weeks, at least from my perspective. I've watched your timeline. I've heard you talk a bunch, and I've known you for a long time as well because you've been a part of, obviously, the Board Ape Yacht Club. Man, can you just, I guess, start with, who's VonFrontin and, what has Web3 been to you thus far?
Oh, yeah, that's a deep question. I'll give you the TLDR, right? So I got seriously into kind of crypto Web3 end of 2020.
Yeah.
Right. It was like, Bitcoin had just pumped to like 23K. Like my buddy who would like set me $100 of Bitcoin in like 2013 said like, dude, check your wallet. It was like, this might be worth something right now.
Yeah.
And then he got me in like a lot of people who joined at that time, right? It was Top Shy, it was Zed Run, and then like I literally minted my first ETH NFT May 1st. It was not a Bored Ape, unfortunately. That came like 3 weeks later, but and it was just off to the races, right?
Yeah.
And like it was like I think like a lot of us, right? It was like you join first, and you're like, oh wow, like it seems like we're playing with Monopoly money. Like this can't be real, right?
Right.
And so you get in and it's like, oh wow, like this could be a place to, make a little money, right? Like I did in crypto. And then you just fall in love with it, man. Like it is, whether you fell in love with the art, you fell in love with the community, you met friends, like you started businesses, you did all of the above. Like it is this amazing, amazing place. And I've had a lot of friends who have since left. Like they were in it in like 2021 and they like kind of backed out. And I'll get like the text every 3 months, like, hey, is my stuff worth anything yet? And I'm like, no. But like that's not why you're in it anymore, right? Like you're in it because you're building, whether it's community, friendships, companies, whatever. Like You're in it now because you want to go build something and you believe in the space. And so that's why I'm still here.
I think that's extraordinarily put because it's true. It's 2021. We were kind of playing it on easy mode in a way because, quite frankly, if you were active and you were minting things, you were making money if you wanted to, and you were making like sometimes substantial money if you wanted to. Now, I'm a collector at heart, so a lot of those things that were worth something at one point, they're worth zero now, and that's okay. I still got them, somewhere hidden in a wallet, one of the many wallets, but. The reason I stuck around is exactly what you said. I instantly connected with community, number one, and it was just like so apparent to me through Top Shot. Number one, I met a lot of friends through there, and then Bored Ape Yacht Club was like it wasn't even my second one. I guess there was a couple smaller NFT projects before that where they were like art collections, and I just got close with those people. You're in the Discord with 20 people, but you feel like you're best friends because you're in there so much. Like I had never used Discord before Top Shot, and then I got into Top Shot. And I was just there. I was just in all these different Discords of people talking about, oh, you got to go collect the freaking metallic gold of Brandon Ingram, and it was absurdity. And so it was fun. It was a blast. But what kept me around and what keep, anyone that's still here, you got to be half insane. Number two, you had to have made some sort of real connection. Maybe you're working for a project now, a protocol. Maybe, like you said, you've built a business. Or you're trying to build one, right? Or maybe you're a community manager, something like that. There's a million things you could be doing in the space. And obviously, maybe not obviously for people that don't know you, but I know you. Man, you're going full bore. Let's freaking go. Web3. Let's talk Vonga. So what is the process of deciding, you know what? This is something I'm very passionate about. This is a business that I'm going to pursue. And I'm going to do it full time as well.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was not the lightning strikes moment by any means,
Yeah.
right? I mean, look, I'm a husband, I'm a father of three, healthcare is expensive in this country, right?
Yep.
I gotta take care of them first. That's like rule number one, right? But no, it was, this whole process started, coming up on about a year from what I call what I consider the inception of Vonga, right? So flashback, a few years back, I was actually running a Web3 incubator. It's called the Atlas Lions Club. We had minted, we'd use our mint funds to then fund companies that were coming out of the community. Funded a company, they started a Bitcoin mining operation in South America. It was really cool stuff. Love the community there, right? But then the bear market takes over. People aren't exactly wanting to launch NFT projects anymore. And so it kind of fizzled. And so it literally was me and my wife having dinner one night. And I'm just like, I don't want to leave the space, right? I want to keep building in this space. I want to do something. I just didn't know what that thing was. And I had been in talks with James Costa over at Clubhouse Archives and just as a friend, just, talk about stuff he does.
Right.
And my wife was training to be a yoga instructor. And I was like, I don't know, maybe hey, you can go be a yoga instructor and I can sell clothes, right? It was a throwaway kind of comment at dinner with my wife. And so I called James. It's hey, is this something you can do? He's dude, I can make anything. I was just tell me when. I was all right. So put it in the back burner. And it was literally the Monday or Tuesday after Ape Fest Hong Kong. That was the spark.
Yeah.
And I'm listening. I'm listening to Coffee with Captain like I do every morning.
Yep.
And Cap is going off on how amazing Hong Kong was. And zero about the actual events, right?
Yeah.
It was the people.
Yeah.
It was getting to meet so-and-so for the first time, getting to see somebody at their first Ape Fest, whatever, right? It's all the stuff that I think we take for granted.
Sure.
Having been in this community, been in the space for so long, that you get reminded of when you have these kind of experiences. And I was just like my JPEGs are doing that for me. When's the last time stuff in my everyday life did that for me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I remembered back to the conversation with James. It was when's the last time my clothes did that for me?
Yeah.
And so that's kind of what sparked this whole thing, right? So that was November, whatever it was, November last year. And fast forward, we did kind of our soft launch back in May. So we got the website up now where I'm doing a little A/B testing, playing around with how we're communicating, our marketing, the website. So you'll see this change a couple more times here as we're trying to figure out what's right. And then the big thing that's going to happen is, we're getting excited. We're going to release our fall collection here in the next, I'd say, 3 to 4 weeks, hopefully, right? We just got to get the designs right.
Right.
And that's where I was like, if I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this, right? This isn't going to be the 2 hours a day, but however much time I can put in. I want to go take the swing.
For sure.
So in a position to be able to take a swing. And so this is it, right? So, and it just so happened, like the timing could not have been more perfect. Like literally, I quit my job at like 11:30 a.m. last Wednesday. As I'm leaving the office, I think I checked, my timeline. I see ThankApes tagged me. Lo and behold, I got the ThankApe grant, like literally within an hour of quitting my job. So I was like, this is divine intervention. Like this is something happened. Like this is my sign. I got to go take the swing. I got to keep swinging, and I'm swinging for the fences. So let's go.
Dude, that's awesome to hear. Honestly, the ThankApe, I'm going to double tap on that just because to me, what they're doing as a whole entity, it really is powerful because what they're allowing folks like yourself and also like what we're trying to do with Board Networking Company is like, at least for us, it gives us a little bit more of a place to stand, a little bit more of a foundation. Obviously, we've been doing this show for over 2 years now, but the reality is it was a passion project. It wasn't a business, and we knew that. It wasn't like we were pretending to be one. Now we're actually like, hey, where can we go now? What's the next step? How can we actually, flesh this out, work with people like yourself, other MBA products that, want to be spotlighted and highlighted, and how can we help with marketing, and how can we, link arms with ThankApe and do even more? And so huge shout out to what ThankApe is doing for all of the people that were the recipients that got this grant from season 6 and everybody that's contributing as well. If you haven't gone onto thankape.com yet, you are missing the freaking boat. It is not hard to sit down, make some relatively easy marketing material for Von or us or any of those 35 projects, and you can be rewarded in ApeCoin. I think it's powerful. Von, had you been involved in ThankApe before receiving the grant?
Yeah. So no, I've been in, I think I jumped in season 4, season 5, I want to say. I missed the beginning. And then as I was getting more involved with the ApeCoin DAO, I think their AIP had come up for the renewal. I was like, ThankApe, that sounds kind of cool. So I went over, right. And to the point you made, right, in 2021, if you were paying attention, you were making money.
Yeah.
ThankApe is the closest thing we have to free money right now in this space, right?
Agreed.
It is so easy. They make it so easy to go out there and get rewarded in ApeCoin. And the best thing ever, and this is what's even better than, I'd say 2021, right? It's like you get rewarded by helping other people.
Correct.
Like it is as waggy vibes as you can possibly get in this space. And they've done it in such a great way. So yeah, I double tap everything you say about ThankApe. I think what they're running an amazing program over there, and I'm incredibly thankful.
Again, a huge shout out to ThankApe and all the homies and homettes over there, because for real, it's been really, really impactful for a lot of people. And they really are just getting started. They've done a ton of things, and they're going to do a lot more. So that's just extremely, extremely exciting. So Vaughn, as we start to kind of wrap up our conversation, if people want to stay in touch with Vonga, want to stay in touch with you, want to ask you questions, want to get involved, whatever they want to do, what's the best way that they should do that?
Yeah, so a few things. One, my DMs are always open. I will check VonFrontin. I'm on there way too much.
Me too,
we
brother.
all are.
Me too.
Also hit us up at Shop Vonga. Both accounts go to the same phone here. So definitely do that. Keep an eye out for a few things coming up. So like I said before, we're going to be launching our fall collection. We're going to do it in a very building in public kind of way where the community is going to be part of the building process. That's the only alpha I'm going to give on that right now. But keep an eye out there. And I will say anybody who is going to Lisbon for Ape Fest, keep noties on, because once we're going to work out a couple of things here. We're going to have something that I think is going to be pretty cool and hasn't been done before at Ape Fest before. Working with a couple other brands to do that hopefully is also a way that you'll be rewarded for participating. But No, really excited, thankful for being here, and just can't wait to take a swing with this one for all of us apes. And one last thing for all the apes listening out there, apes get 20% off, yo. So if
Let's
you're out there on the
go.
site, you see that little token proof, go authenticate. We're going to take care of our own out there. So make sure you're taking advantage of every deal out there because we want to make sure apes are taken care of.
That is the freaking alpha, and that is the utility we always talk about. So, man, VonFrontin, I just want to say thank you again, Von. You've been a friend in the space, and I'm excited to see where Vonga goes. Please let us know if there's anything that we can do in the future, and we'd love to have you back on when you push out this fall collection and all the other collections to come. Come back through Board TV, and we'd love to share that with you.
Dude, absolutely. Appreciate
All
you.
right, man. We'll talk to you soon. Again, that was VonFrontin. If you have not checked out Shop Vonga yet, you need to. I'm really excited for Von. Again, the story is amazing. It's immaculate. It's electric. To see how, obviously the timing was hilariously impeccable. I'm going to quit my Web2 job, and oh my God, Thank Ape hit me with one of these grants. Sick. So obviously he was already headed down that path. But again, just another double tap on Thank Ape. Mr. Justin, are we good? I know that you've been in the other side. You're in Project Dragon right now. Are we back out? We good? We feeling good?
We are very back indeed.
Hastro, you're late to hearing Von talk, but you're not late to the end of the show. We got another guest coming on here in just a second. And what's up, Banana Boys? We freaking love Banana Boys. If you haven't tuned into their show, it's Monday, Wednesday, and Friday on the old X. So again, man, it is an exciting day. Listening to Von, hearing the energy there, the passion behind the project is awesome. And the next person that we're going to bring on in just a second is equally as passionate, is a good friend of Justin and mine. And I actually met him in Miami at Fuck It Saturday. And I didn't know it was him. Obviously, he knew my ugly ass mug because he had seen it on Board TV a couple times, but I hadn't seen him. So he obviously said hello, and it was a pleasure to meet who's coming up. But before we bring him on, we got to tease it. We got to tee it up with a little, just a little video that was shared. Might as well push play. Here we go.
Voyagers, welcome back to Otherside. This time, we're headed for Metropolis, the vibrant, good vibes only home to Me-Bits on Otherside. Visitors usually take time to enjoy Sculpture Garden. Check out
Check out
the museum.
Oh,
Get lost in Pixel Park. Or duck into the many shops in the bustling downtown district. The overwhelming atmosphere can best be described as wag me, baby. Or at least, that's how it was in 2021. Unfortunately, you're catching us at a bad time. What the? See, it all started with Metropolis's favorite energy drink, brought to you by the friendly folks at Total Bit Systems. Their flagship product, BitFizz, is simply delightful. I've jugged 6 today, and I feel great. Something is a little off with the latest batch. 2 new flavors of BitFizz have the local populace embroiled in a psychotic tribalistic death match, with each faction staking a claim over the city. It's really awful. Look, Aqua BitFizz sucks. Team Orange, forever. Dominate Aqua. Orange, orange, orange. Ah!
Orange. Without further ado, we're bringing on the Orange Goat. I think he's playing for Orange Team. He's been talking a lot about it. PM from the other side, community manager. What is good, PM?
Jim, how's it going today?
Bro, it's electric. Obviously, watching that video, I think I've seen it at least 69 times at this point, and it's been amazing every single step of the way. I know you've been making the rounds, so how excited are you? Obviously, as we lead up to Project Dragon #1 coming this Saturday.
Yeah, obviously super excited about it. We've we started the process like 60 days ago with from start to finish. So it's kind of wild that we've gotten this far on it. And I know the hype video and the name and everything. It's like it's all building up to this point where we're finally jumping back into Otherside, and it's not like we're jumping into Otherside and waiting 6 months to do it again. We're going to do it in August too, so that's really exciting.
That is definitely like the biggest, obviously the biggest change for Otherside. And Justin, please jump in if you have any questions along the way. But obviously, having it every month, that kind of allows you guys to test out features, make corrections, gather feedback. Is that kind of the mindset from the team? Is that this is all kind of a circular thing where you're going to obviously be able to let us experience some different things, but you're also going to get that feedback?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously, event one is going to be the zone control with the capture beacons, and gameplay for event two and event three in Metropolis is going to evolve over time, and then we're going to move to the Coda Land for the next season, and then we'll progress from there. So everything we're doing, we're putting into our Otherside development kit. So all the tools that we're creating with Project Dragon, we're going to package up and make the Unreal blueprints for the ODK. So it's super exciting.
Dude, love that. Got to go to a comment from the Banana Boys. If BitFizz is not at Ape Fest, I'll feel rugged. When in real life BitFizz? That's the first question here.
I can let Chad know. He's VP
Yeah.
of all things events. So I'll send him a ping tomorrow and see if we can get some BitFizz at Ape Fest. Obviously can't make any promises though. So
yeah, I mean, we heard there's vending machines, so I mean, it just seems right. Let's get some BitFizz vending machines. I love it though. So obviously, since we have a pile of stinky aquamarine poo here that's co-hosting with me today, why is orange superior?
I don't know. Just look at the list of legends who have orange. Obviously, PP Man, you,
right.
Luck Vault, Neff, Freaky. Like we've got all these Mr. E. Like so many legends on Team Orange that it's hard to even think about going Aquamarine, in my opinion. So
it's not too late for you. Not too late for you, Justin. You can come to the dark side. So Justin, why are you choosing the secondary color?
Why am I choosing aquamarine?
Yeah.
Oh man, I think green and aqua are like the perfect or green and blue are the perfect combinations of colors. I don't.
You.
Yeah, you can see it. It's a logo. It's just kind of spiritual. In my heart, I'm orange, but outwardly, I am green and blue, aqua. I don't know. Probably I think my favorite movie from Disney is Disney Atlantis, and I saw the blue and the green, and I was like, aqua.
All right, well, I'm sorry that Disney did you so dirty to pick the wrong side. PM, obviously you guys have been dropping a lot of information, and to be honest, it's been really great. And one of my favorite things was this game guide. So can you kind of just talk to us about how did this come about? Like, what was the thought process behind? Really, it's nostalgic. It's like looking through. I used to play a lot of like PC, even NBA like games. I used to play on my PC, and it's so like nostalgic for me of opening it up and checking out, different controllers and whatever there, else I was trying to look into. What was the thought process behind this here?
I think we wanted to do something different than a blog post for putting together how you play the game. The blog posts were okay for Legends of the Mara, and we had a fun time writing those. But and actually, I was cleaning out my basement, and my laundry room was just full of a bunch of random stuff. And I pulled this box out of old game manuals back in like May, and I had like all these N64 game manuals, and I was like, wouldn't it be sick if we just like did a game manual for this? And kind of like threw the idea out there, and everybody loved it. And so obviously we spent quite a bit of time, putting all the content together, looking through like, okay, how did other companies represent their games? And we really tried to like emulate that to be like the way we wanted to do our game guide for Project Dragon. So it's super cool.
I definitely love it. I know the answer to this, but you're definitely an assault class, I assume. It's been on the timeline, PM. Can we talk a little bit about? I, I mean, everybody says you're the freaking dude. You're the goat at this experience at this game. So, man, are you? Is this your type of first person shooter? Is this what you rock?
Well, I mean, I did start playing FPS long ago.
Yeah.
Started with Counter Strike 1.4,
Right.
uh,
Right.
and so kind of moving into that. And before I started at Yuga, we were playing a lot of Fortnite together, little third person shooter action. Definitely like shooter games; they're fun. Played a lot of Call of Duty too. So yeah, no, I've been racking up some kills, but mostly on Saturday I'll probably be helping people out in the Discord, so won't be as active. So
No,
be
PM.
more,
We need you on the front line, sir. We need you on the
but
front lines. I'll help the
but
people because I'm terrible. So I'll jump in the Discord and try to help, even though I know nothing. Man,
but
no,
that,
that's dope. Go ahead.
yeah, that's a great thing about it too, though, is the assault class is more of for your like more gamer style people, and I think the support class is set up more for I've never played a first person shooter in my life.
Right.
All I need to do is left click
Yeah.
and damage people, right click and heal my teammates. So
Yeah.
I think we balanced it out pretty good. So
What I think that's kind of a big part of this, just because you are gonna have a lot of people that aren't gamers too, right? And so obviously you want to try out these different game formats and having everybody enjoy the experience in some form or fashion. Was that a discussion that you guys obviously had with adding the support class?
absolutely, and we didn't want it to be only for our hardcore gamers. We understand there's a lot of people in the community that just want to socialize in the other side, and they might not want to go, run around with the assault class and try and shotgun people to death or throw the grenades. So the support class is for people like that. So Justin, support class, all yours, buddy.
Bro, VM, shut up, bro. Oh my god.
I heard Aquamarine only our support class, actually.
Oh my god. You roasted.
Yeah, dude, that's what you get. I got double, tag team with the Aquamarine at the beginning of this stream, and now we're back. Man,
Oh
Justin,
my
when you
gosh.
look at this map, which Aquamarine base are you gonna lose for your team?
We are gonna be holding down the fort at Larva Labs. Although
Oh,
I may have to take a look. I may have to take a look more closely at what strategic high ground there is. We'll still much pondering to be had.
much pondering. PM, this map is awesome. It's dope. Metropolis looks awesome from what we've seen. Obviously, the little clips. How large is this for people that have no clue? They're just jumping in. They want to experience it. Is this a relatively large map?
It is roughly the same size map as the BAYC island. So
Big.
think of that in
Whoa.
scale with a ton of skyscrapers, buildings,
Wow. Yeah.
vertical shooting ground.
Oh God.
Um,
Yeah.
So it's a fairly large map, and it's the same Metropolis map that we debuted in Berlin.
Okay. Yeah.
So there's a couple of people who've seen it, and there's been a couple of videos of the Berlin cut. So if you want to try and get an extra leg up there, you can take a look at that too.
I need to do all my research beforehand for sure.
And there's still all those there's still all the movement like tracks across the city, yeah.
Like the
Yeah,
grind
yeah.
rail.
So the grind rails are all in the build. There's launchers strategically placed throughout it, so it'll definitely be a good time.
Ooh, that's gonna be good.
So for people that it is controller compatible, according to this, right? So we're good there for us boomers, myself, that don't know shit about this.
Yeah, so it's pretty easy. Just plug in a PS5 or Xbox controller, whether you're on Mac or PC, and it should just work. Like we've done multiple play tests, and it's been good. Google Chrome will give you that little pop up that says you want to allow this thing to control
Right.
your whatever you just click allow while using and then fire it up and be able to use the controller. But I don't know. I've always preferred keyboard and mouse. Playing on a CRT monitor back in the early 2000s on Counter-Strike 1.4, where you had the ball mouse and shitty the shitty mouse pad. So I've always been preferred keyboard and mouse for first person, third person shooters.
That's probably what I'll be doing as well. When we look at these avatars, that's one thing that's been just like kind of all over the timeline, specifically with the Bored Apes, getting their hands on their own 3D avatars. But obviously, or maybe not obviously, the news that mutants can use Murtis and it looks just freaking dope. How important was that for you guys to give, mutants at least a little bit of a taste of what, these 3D avatars will potentially look like down the road?
Yeah, obviously that was a big point of feedback from everybody. Everybody's so stoked to see the BOSC avatars and how they looked in game. And, one of the most special moments to me is, wandering through whether it was Apes Come Home, the town hall, first trip or second trip. And like, once you can like see their profile picture in, 3D model form, it's a different experience. So we're not quite there with all the mutants, and we just wanted to make sure that with Murtis they could have that experience of at least identifying as a mutant instead of identifying as just a Voyager. So
I think it's dope. It looks fire, and I do believe that it's powerful. Oh boy, I just
Phil took over.
Let me just do a monologue real quick. I think it's super dope for those that have mutants to be able to see and play with that if they choose to. So I do have a question for you on that. I think I know the answer, but if I die, because I probably won't die ever because I'm just so fucking goated. But if I die, and let's say I'm rocking my Bored Ape, when I come back to life, could I change to my Meebit?
You'd have to actually log out and log back in to do that. So once you select your avatar, after you log into the Yuga ID page to get in there on launch.otherside.xyz, you'll actually, before you launch the game, you'll select your avatar. So you kind of have to choose at the beginning, but and the same thing to switch teams. So just if like halfway through the first match and you want to switch to orange, just log out, log back in, and join the winning team. We could definitely do that.
Yeah. When you realize you've made the wrong decision, you can do it.
Amazing.
I do love that the Meebits obviously can jump in and apes and Voyagers. All of it's cool. And I think you said, or maybe I think I heard you say this morning, that if you had the helmet from the second trip, is that going to be something that's wearable as well for those that won that or bought it?
Yeah, if you're a Voyager avatar, you will definitely rock your victory helmet. And if you own a Gucci trail, you will definitely be rocking the Gucci trail.
Sir.
So,
wait, for real? That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty awesome.
Question about Gucci trail real quick, and then I'll throw it to you, Justin. If somebody, like, let's say they got the Gucci for their, I don't know, a freaking Kodamara or something, or the Mara, will it still show up on that wallet that they have it in if it's on their ape, like if they're playing with their ape or something else?
It'll show up within the wallet.
Okay. Yeah.
For sure. Yeah.
Okay. So. That's cool. Go ahead, Justin.
I was going to ask if it was toggleable. So, if you're shown by your Gucci trail, people can't.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he's got a Gucci trail. Kill him.
I can see right where he's going. This fool. But at least
you got to wear it with pride. Wear it with pride.
That's right. You need all the help you can get to shoot this guy over here. Man, PM, let's talk a little bit about just your experience at Yuga Labs. For those that don't know, how did that journey start? How did you get in with Yuga Labs? And what's been the craziest part about working at such an amazing company?
How did I get started? That's always the crypto journey, right? I talked about it a little bit earlier today, 2016. Faded crypto said it, it's just a scheme, not worth it. ETH was $1. I was oblivious, but no, I actually got involved through a friend into crypto. in the DeFi space, and in my old company, we were doing UX UI design work for a couple of different DeFi protocols, and that's where I learned, about wallets and NFTs and Ethereum and everything and how the blockchain worked, and did a lot of research, and we were actually getting like paid in crypto and dealing with our accountants and everything to figure out the whole crypto side of things was cool. And then like it opened my eyes to a world where like this could be a career somewhere. And I've always been a passionate gamer, and I had a buddy reach out to me that I played high school hockey with, that he was a Bored Ape and got me, to KYC for the Otherside Mint and in the Otherside and Bored Ape Discord. So huge shout out to him. He likes to remain anon though, but he was a huge sport. And obviously when I joined the Discord, started sending the memes and having a good time and just hanging out and chilling, became a mod about a month after the Discord launched, and then obviously on the community team in November of 2014.
2014. This man went back in time and became.
Oh, November. No, excuse me, November. Yeah,
This guy's a time traveler. This dude explains a lot. You were an actual a time traveler. So what's just the craziest part, or maybe the part that puts a smile on your face? I know it's obviously a lot of work. I know that Otherside specifically has been sometimes a little bit rough in the Discord, etc. And you've been at the forefront of making sure the vibes are a-okay at least. But what's like your favorite part of the gig, and what's your favorite part about working at Yuga?
I think at the end of the day, it's seeing the community reaction to what we're doing when things go well. Obviously was in the community for first trip, and we did second trip shortly after I started, and things kind of went off without a hitch, and it was a lot of fun, and we got 7,200 people into that experience, and just seeing it all come together. And the other part is meeting people IRL. That's super fun. Obviously, I knew who you were, came up to you, talked to you. Yeah. It was in that loud bar, and it was just like couldn't talk to each other at the fucking Friday party. And then fucking Saturday, you kind of walk up to me, and we had a little bit longer of a conversation. But I think that like the IRL portion of it, and just seeing like community members do things together, and it's just absolutely crazy. And rolls into like the NBA and businesses supporting businesses. I think like just the whole ecosystem of our community is just an incredible thing.
Definitely agree on that. Well, PM, we're gonna let you off the hook in just a second, but before we do, I decided kind of on the fly that I wanted to put you in the cooker for a second with a little game called, we used to do it on the show, Mint, Marry, Burn. No NFTs were harmed in the filming of this event. I'm going to be showing you, there's only going to be 2 that you have to do. There'll be 3 NFTs, and you have to choose to mint one, meaning you could sell it. Marry one, obviously, can never leave your wallet ever again. And number 3, you do have to pick one to throw into the burn address. Are you ready to begin your very shortened version of Mint, Marry, Burn, Mr. PM?
I'll burn the aquamarine background.
It's over.
That's a guarantee. All right, let's jump in here. I'm going to go through a few of these. Oh, here's a good one. Here we go, PM.
What's hard? I don't think this one's really fair. I don't know. This is a tough one.
Just burn. Yeah, it's hard.
PM sweating behind his non-camera. He's sweating.
He's wishing he didn't come onto Board TV. Let's go. Let's fire it off.
Yeah, I think we're gonna burn Baron, but that's the hard
one. Baron, the big Baron. Who are we marrying? So you want to keep that NFT in your wallet forever, and who are we minting and selling?
Well, I guess the IDB is the Marry, right?
Mary says, "What the fuck, bro?"
Oh, this is great. It's great. It's great. Baron, the pink ape. No.
Baron, it was just all bad choices.
It just we're making tough choices today. We got one more, and here it is.
Oh, come on now.
Oh, you could get fired.
I'm gonna plead the fifth on this one.
You know what?
Right.
I'm gonna give you that because a little spoiler alert. When I played this with PP, man, he actually did the same thing for that. He just simply couldn't choose. He said he'd marry all three, so which is a cop out. But you know what? Because I did not even give you a heads up on that. I appreciate you playing along for the fun little game today. And man, I just want to say thank you for coming through, talking to us about obviously the other side, Project Dragon. We are obviously extremely excited to see where it's headed and the experiences that we're going to have, obviously. And I just want to say I appreciate you as a friend and as someone that I feel like I can come to anytime I need to ask a question, not for alpha, just for or give feedback. You've always been receptive to that, and I just appreciate everything you do for the community. Justin, anything for PM before we let him off the hook?
Love you, PM. Carrying it all.
Yes, sir. Carrying it all, PM. Man, we'll talk soon, PM. Appreciate you, dude.
Yeah, no, I just want to say thank you to you guys too, obviously, for having me on the show and for all that you guys do for the community. Like, you guys are just doing this from your heart, and Baron's here watching, obviously. But no, it's honestly, like, you guys just do so much for the community and two community legends, and obviously, any chance I get to meet people IRL, it's awesome. So stoked to be going to 8 Fest soon in October, and you know, if you're going to be there, I don't know, you have school and everything, so
I got a third kid
little bit
coming, so the
difficult.
timing's a little tough this time, but we will see each other again. I can guarantee it because you're PM. I mean, I'm PM too, actually, in a way there too. So we've got that connection, and we're also, the most important thing, we're on the correct side. Team freaking orange. Everyone, I just want to say thanks again to PM for coming through. PM, we'll talk soon, my friend, and good luck for the entire team for Saturday.
Sounds good. I appreciate it, guys. Have a good one.
We'll talk to you soon. Oh, man, I put him in the pressure cooker, and he kept on cooking, baby. Baron, I'm sorry you had to witness yourself getting thrown. Man, I got at least a tier or 5 for a pink fur ape, Baron's ape. And, oh, my God, right into the freaking burn address. Oh, man. But a lot to ponder on, a lot of things that I'm looking forward to. Justin, I mean, we didn't cover everything. Is there anything else that's just like, you know, on the forefront of your mind, or things that you're just looking forward to? Obviously Saturday. We talked briefly about Apechain. What other thoughts have you had as you dug through some of this information that they've been pushing here for the last week or so?
Oh yeah. Oh man, I don't even know where to begin. Oh yeah. There's one thing actually. So this is a little bit adjacent, but if you guys
you're good.
if you guys still have vessels to hatch for Legends of the Mara, you got to do that before September 30th. So remember to do that.
Yes, far away. Didn't they just post that today? Was that today?
Yeah, 8 hours ago. So
I was gonna say, let me pull that up here real quick, because that is a great call out. We definitely love Far Away and what they're doing, all the things they're doing. But vessel hatching will be shut down on September 30th. So there will be after this date, New Mara will not be able to be created. Wrap up your hatching, which means I think I need to get freaking to that. I gotta go make some moves. Apparently, God bless America, man. I need an ETH tree. You know, people wanted money trees back in the day. I need an ETH tree outside my house to just print me some ETH. Man, are you a support class or are you an assault class player on Saturday, Justin?
Oh man, probably gonna be playing Assault class. There's no other way to stream it than to play the big guns, right?
I think it's probably the right answer there, my friend. I think it really is like the only answer is like, you just got to go fucking guns blazing. I am, when he really like pointed it out, and I know it sounds silly that I hadn't thought about it, but looking at Metropolis and all the fucking high vantage points, it's going to be a little bit wild. Like, if you can get to a point where you can just snipe MFers, in the skull, like, dude, I feel like I'm going to die a lot of times, but I'm going to be having fun doing it. And so, man, just a lot of excitement. Yeah, exactly. Assault class all day. Yes. Leroy Jenkins throwing that MFer in the fucking air and just letting it fly, dude. assault class all day. Give me a grenade. I'm throwing that Joker. Let's see here. What's up, Kuzon? Thanks for coming through. Highlight the fact that Yuga team has been doing heavy rounds in different community spaces and events all week ahead of Saturday. Excellent, and we appreciate it very much. So I agree. They have been. Man, PM's been on a bunch of shows. He's gonna be on on Thursdays, you know what you got to tune into. Other Space, of course. PM's gonna be there. And I believe he's on with Nash as well on Friday. So go ask him some other questions. Baron, make sure you get in one of those and make him burn himself or something. Figure it out. You just put three of his. Yes, PP Man. PP Man. We played Mint Mary Burn, and he burned a Baron. But orange all day. The trailer was amazing. I love the game manual. Him talking about that, it really honestly is nostalgic for me, thinking back to the games I had that I owned and looking through those manuals, believe it or not. Fable shit on like the original Xbox, playing Fable. Like,
oh my god, you played Fable?
Bro, yeah.
Dude,
The original fucking Fable.
oh my god.
That was a fucking lifetime ago. But I remember looking through the freaking game guide. So I love the game guide. I loved all the announcements. Actually, obviously there was like freaking a million, which is, I'm not complaining about it. It feels like they're just cooking right now, and that it's not going to just be nonstop in our face. But I just think the cadence, they got it now. They've got this cadence figured out where a bunch of information obviously this week, and then naturally after Saturday, get ready because you're going to be able to give feedback. There's going to be another board meeting. There might be an Otherside meeting too, right? To maybe gather feedback. Maybe there's a forum. Who knows? There's so much shit that could happen after Saturday. And just imagine after Saturday goes off, there's also going to be a million community spaces just talking about it, giving feedback, free feedback, right? And I guarantee you, if there's spaces, Yuga Labs employees will pop in as well. Like they do that all the freaking time. And so I'm really excited about Saturday. I'm really excited about Apechain. There's a lot of fucking energy there too. If you haven't yet, by the way, make sure you get your Yuga, the ID. You need to take care of it. It takes 30 seconds to do it. And it supports warm or cold wallet. Obviously, like I'm not connecting a fucking vault to that MF and thing, but it's super easy to do. Very easy. PP Man actually has a short 1-minute video to show you how to do it. And God, NBA, like we didn't even talk about that much. I guess I'll point on that. I'll touch on that for 1 second. And I'd love your thoughts too, Justin. The biggest takeaway, and there's a lot there from NBA 2.0, is I love the idea of these token gated conversations with professionals from different industries for businesses like ourselves to be able to go there and learn about marketing or learn about, anything, taxes. There could be anything, right? Like all of these different business topics and having this token gated conversation. That's the thing I'm most excited about. What perked your interest there with NBA 2.0? Obviously, the branding's fire as always.
The branding is so hot.
So good.
But yeah, definitely the biggest thing, like you said, for businesses and scaling is just being able to connect with those workshops. Rank up your skills and scale and push product as quickly as you can, because now's the time, so might as well take advantage of it. So monumentous.
That's right. That is right. Oh yeah, we love PP Man. All signed up thanks to PP Man's video. Again, make sure you check it out. It's super easy to do, and because we've gone an hour, but this is just like I can't not talk about it. We mentioned it briefly. Let's go ahead and watch this nice little video from Wagme-san and 10K TF. And then after that, you had this post. The Federation of Kagami Transport is pleased to announce this season's circuit will be located on the streets of New Tokyo. Preparations and team registration will follow the standard FKT regulations. Skill-based skill-based, reboot, guidelines, and fall circuit schedule. Yo, we're going to have so many freaking experiences and games and Dookie Dash and Faraway and holy God, Wizards. There's like, Justin, do I need to figure out how to clone myself? Is that what I need to do?
Probably. I feel
Holy
like there's
shit.
too many things happening, bro.
Oh, feels like we just like turned the freaking faucet all the way on, which again is not a complaint. It's awesome, but there's just not enough time in the day to do all this. So, man, exciting to see that little teaser of what looks to be some F1 racing circuit in New Tokyo. So is that an Otherside? I don't know. Like, interesting. It's the summer of Web3 fun. Man, Justin, it's been a freaking banger of a show. Again, if you haven't, make sure you hit our subscribe. Make sure you replay this. Check out VonFrontin. I want to say thanks again to Von for coming through. ShopVongo.com and ask him questions. Check out the store. He's got that fall collection coming very soon. And then, of course, big shout out to the guy, PM, for coming through and talking about all things Otherside and his journey as now community manager of the Otherside. Justin, last thoughts, and where can people find you?
Man, I'm excited for Saturday. Again, you guys can catch me on X, Other Guide Pro, or you can catch me on YouTube, Other Guide. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Helps us both build out Board Network. It's going to be a blast. I will be streaming everything on Saturday at noon, so we'll be able to shoot it out and see who's going to win the war in Orange and Aquamarine.
Bro, I first off, yes, double tap everything Justin just said. Second off, I also was made aware that I might be like double dad duty as I'm playing this game.
No way.
It could be interesting. I'm just gonna say this. It could be fucking interesting. Your boy is already gonna struggle probably, but man, I might be juggling kids and we got a dog too, Justin, a couple days ago. It's been a freaking awesome. But I might be triple teamed while I'm trying to take down all the shitty Aquamarine people. So man, Team Orange, I'm gonna need some help. Help your boy out. But again, do make sure that you follow Justin, Other Guy Pro, that you follow us, Board Networking Company. You can do that on X, on YouTube, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok. We've got videos coming out. We've got new content up the rear end. We've got Justin every single Monday going on his YouTube as well as ours concurrently, and that is OG TV. We got Board TV on Wednesdays. We got Other Guy TV on Mondays. We've got What the Fuck series coming out Tuesdays. We just dropped one. It was a day late, sorry, because thanks a lot, Yuga, for putting out all the extra information today. So I had to re-record it, but it was dope. On a What the Fuck is Project Dragon. We've got shit. I teased out. I got 6 board building interviews that we've already done. Got 1 Behind the Swamp that was done with PP Man in the chamber. You'll be seeing all of that. Board building, there'll be an episode a week, and the Behind the Swamp will be once a month. We are fucking cooking. And a lot of this has to do with Justin and I sitting down a couple months ago and just saying, hey, let's fucking put some gas on the fire. We already had the fire going. Let's put some gas on it. Let's see where it goes. Big shout out to Thank because, again, they kind of also gave that extra little nudge in the back, if you will, to say like, hey, yeah, do your thing. We see you. We appreciate you. Go fucking do it. Big plans. You hear me say brick by brick. That's for real. Like, that's how my mindset works. That's what we talk about all the time. And Justin and I are just so appreciative for everybody for coming through tonight, talking Board TV, and all the support we always get on all the formats. It means the world. I promise you, as content creators, retweets and likes are free, but they feel like $1 million to us. So anytime you can retweet, like, quote tweet, follow us, subscribe to those things, like, all that is super impactful. All right.
Team Boring. God, no.
All right. All right.
The daily
I think that's a good place to put a bow on it. But again, man, thank you for everyone for tuning in. If you want to come on to Board TV at any point, you want to be a guest, you got something that you're building, you want to play Mint Mary Burn live on stream, hit me in the DMs at Fabaka31. That's Fabaka, not Phil Baca, no L in there. Fabaka31 on X. Hit me up. I will send you a Calendly link over, and you can sign up to come up onto Board TV and shop it up with myself, Justin, Squirtle, or whoever is freaking hosting that day. So for Justin, for Phil, This was Bored TV, and as always, stay fucking bored. We out.
That money clip us now, the new now looks like. Whoa, upgrade her diamonds, now her girlfriends are like. Whoa, I hit record a drop, you can't ignore it. I'm transforming now these cars and planes, I'm always boarding. Just out touring down in Charlotte like I play for Hornets. When I'm performing, never boring, now you can't afford it. Champagne Perrier, finish frames on my face.